Today's video will be a movie review for Jet Li's Unleashed. This is a film that was released in 2005, May 13th, 2005. So it just turned 19. And I got to go see this opening night for an early birthday present from my mom and sister. And then again, on my birthday, one of my older brothers hadn't seen it and he wanted to take me. And he just asked, would you like to go again? And I said, yeah, I really liked it. And I was just getting into Jet Li and Jackie a few years prior. And everybody, doing the Hong Kong actors coming over and doing American movies yearly was really my introduction to these guys. So I seen some of the American movies, but some of the Hong Kong films at the same time. So I was really diving into it and starting to really love it. And it was very exciting to be able to have these movies coming into theaters. And when I knew I got to go, I was really excited and I enjoyed it both times. And definitely one of my favorite Jet Li American films. This and The One are always switch off for 1 and 2 in my list of top Jet Li favorite Jet Li films. So now this movie was one of the ones that showed Jet Li could, kind of gave him a chance to act dramatically and not just nothing but pure action. But there's a lot of action at the beginning and end, and right in between is a lot of the dramatic work from Jet Li. And so the movie stars Jet Li, Bob Hoskins, Morgan Freeman is the top actors. Bob Hoskins plays, in a way, Jet Li's father figure, but not a very good father figure. Really bad guy, really mean person. And as a boy, Jet Li's mother is killed. And Bob Hoskins sort of takes Jet Li in, but over the years growing up, he raises him as a caged fighter, a caged dog, and forces him to fight. He wears this collar, a legitimate dog collar, and when Bob Hoskins takes the collar off, it says fight. Instinctively, Jet Li, raised this way, fights as if a dog trained to fight would. So he uses him to fight so he can make money, and he doesn't take any care of Jet Li or care for him in any way. No love, no proper care at all. So he's treating him horribly, and eventually Jet Li kind of gets away from Bob Hoskins and his group of guys and meets Morgan Freeman and Morgan Freeman's stepdaughter. And they are a family that just take him in and show him love, take care of him, and they kind of train him into living a good life and a healthy life. And they're there for him, and they're very loving. And that's where you get a lot of the dramatic elements of the film, which is nice because you have action the beginning and the end, and in between that you have the all the acting, and the chemistry for Jet and Morgan Freeman's pretty good too. So you get a lot of that, and it's very good acting. And then Bob Hoskins comes back into the picture, and we go from there, and there's some good action at the end. And overall, the movie's, it's a really good movie. Now, this is the DVD release of Unleashed unrated, and it gives you the option for unrated version or extended version. Pretty much the same, and the official theatrical version that I got to go see had pretty much the same scenes from what I remember. The only difference I can point out is that there was a song at the end of the film to start off the credits called Baby Boy by Thea, a singer named Thea. I think RZA played on that too, or wrote the music. But that was only seen in theaters, and it's not included on here at all. But from what I gather, there's a UK edition on DVD that has that ending. So I need to get that so I can have that original theatrical version that I have the memories of, and be able to watch it that way too. But it'd be nice to get a Blu-ray with the extended altogether or the theatrical, and you could have some new features plus that music video for that song that's not included, because this has some features, 2 music videos, but neither of them are the credit song. So it'd be nice to get that. But I went to see this in May, and then in school later that month, in May that year, I went on a field trip to New York City, and there was a street vendor selling bootlegs of movies that were coming out at the time: Longest Yard, Revenge of the Sith, Star Wars Episode 3, and I remember Unleashed was in there. And I got super excited. I was a teenager getting into these movies, and they were $5, and I paid for a bootleg of this, not realizing, I knew it wasn't official, but I didn't realize how bad pirating and things were. But I wanted to see this, so I bought it, and I was super excited. And I get it, I come home that later after the trip, and I put it in, and it's dubbed in Chinese. It's not subtitled in Chinese, it's dubbed in Chinese, which was weird, because I figured even if it was in Chinatown, a Chinatown theater would just have Chinese subs. But I guess I was wrong. But I still have that edition. I have it put away right now. I don't keep that one out on the shelf, but I have my original tickets in there because I got the bootleg a week or 2 after I went to see it. So I always kept my tickets in there, but I have that for the memory, and that was part of my field trip and part of going to see this movie. But yeah, pretty good movie. It's one of my favorite Jet Li films of the American films, this and The One. But I do like them all. So that's Unleashed. Very good movie. Yuen Woo-ping, who's one of the best choreographers in Asian cinema, fight choreographers. He's the one that choreographed the fight scenes in this. And so very stellar fight scenes. Get your adrenaline up when you're excited for Jet Li defending himself or fighting the bad guys. But and Scott Adkins makes an appearance in this as one of the guys toward the end and fighting. And the same picture on the back of the case. It's the same picture. I don't know why they didn't pick. It's the same guy that Jet Li's fighting in every picture, just different parts of the scene, I guess. But could have put more on there. Scott Adkins isn't featured on there. He wasn't super famous at the time, but here's the disc. There's an ad for Carlito's Way. So, wow, Carlito's Way: Rise to Power, which I think was the direct-to-video sequel. But that's Unleashed, and I definitely recommend it. It's one of my favorites, and it's definitely worth a watch. So thank you for watching. This is Hong Kong and USA Reviews and Interviews, and this is Unleashed. Thank you for watching.